Good day, ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy SMG back for another video inside of Arise Crossover, where today, once again, we are going to be checking out another update. In this case, as you guys can see, there is a lot added, like literally, the list just goes on and on. So yeah, if you guys think this update is going to be absolutely massive, then make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and without further ado, let's jump right into this. Alrighty, so first things first, let's actually have, a proper read through the update log. That's where, we don't miss out on anything important and whatnot. So, starting off at the very top, we have a brand new island, an event, and as well, massive overhauls, which is going to be including, by the way, an infinite mode, a bunch of shadows, mounts, relics, and yada yada. You get the idea. Basically, there's a whole new island, whole new event. There's a lot to do for pretty much any point of the game that you're in, whether you're end game, early game, it doesn't matter. But yeah, until we check those out, we also have some world boss changes where apparently it is now going to be available for 12 minutes. It used to be 10. It is now going to be spawning in the world arena, meaning that they are not going to be spawning on the maps anymore. At least I believe that's what it's saying. Then from there's also 1 minute and 2 minutes warnings before it spawns, so then you guys, don't accidentally miss it. Cross-world arena spawn points, okay. Increase all the drop chances by 50%. They now drop B rank dungeon weapons, and as well, it has an arise chance of 90%. Yeah, not gonna lie, all of this sounds pretty interesting, especially for you guys that are trying to get like the, the maxed out world bosses. But yeah, we also have some dungeon changes. Now, G rank and N rank dungeons can spawn. Keep in mind, red dungeons are guaranteed to be N rank. Guess that means that if you guys are somehow able to get an N rank dungeon with like, it's a red dungeon and a double dungeon, yeah, I'm going to assume that probably getting like M rank monarchs and whatnot is probably going to be a little bit easier. But yeah, now the rooms can vary between numbers 3 and 7. It used to be 10, but thankfully not. They did actually nerf it. S rank dungeons are guaranteed to change to G rank, meaning that every single day at, I believe it is 2 o'clock my time, yeah, it is going to be now a G rank dungeon. And then from there, we also have increased rune, dust, and weapon drop rates, meaning that overall grinding should be technically easier. Now, that wasn't the only thing that was changed. We also have dungeon rune changes. Now, I'm not going to go through all of them because a lot of them are just like stats and whatnot. Just have a look, some of them was like buffed, some of them were nerfed. You get the idea, and I think one of the most important ones is probably going to be the fact that rank up runes can now upgrade it all the way to G rank, whilst ultra rank up runes can turn it into an N rank. So yeah, you can probably use normal rank up runes in order to get like SS rank dungeons and whatnot. Since now the ultra ones, their own main premise is probably just going to be getting, N rank. But yeah, to speedrun through the rest of these stuff, we also have some infernal classes changes where arise chance was increased, world 1 enemies were changed, and as well they did increase the key drop amount and as well the chance to get it. Then from there were some general balance changes, meaning that Daydo and Winter Raid arise was buffed, SS Dungeon is 3%, and it has a 12% drop rate. Okay, I think it's referring to the relics that you get from the dungeons. Alright, that's relatively fine. Craft menu improvements, okay. The brand new island, which was mentioned at the top, including new shadows, weapons, dungeon quests, a new relic, and a new key dungeon. Then from there, we also have 3 new mounts, 1 flying, 1 ground, 1 hybrid, a summer event with a new limited island, currency, mount, and all the rest of the good stuff. A new game modes, the Infinite Desert game mode, which will probably give you a lot of OP loot. And then last but certainly not least, we have bug fixes and a brand new code. The summer code. Awesome. Now that the update log is now done, we might as well go ahead and use the brand new code. So let's quickly head on down here and quickly use code summer. Now this is going to be giving us this is going to be a mount and then a lot of like tickets and gems and whatnot. Let's quickly have a look at this mount though. If we just quickly head on over here, it is going to be found. Okay, here it is, the Sky Rent Ptero, or Ptero. I think it's supposed to be pronounced like pterodactyl. Yeah, basically he is going to be the new fastest guy in the game with 235 speed. Now, of course, if you guys have the mount game pass, don't worry, you can still equip like cool guys like Kamish. Because in case you guys already forgot, when you have the game pass, basically all of your mounts have the exact same speed. Meaning that I can just go ahead, equip my Kamish, and then fly on over to, for example, the brand new island, which is going to be found over here, I think it can be found in both worlds, but just in case, let's just say it's found in the second dimension. So what exactly does this world have to offer? Well, of course, we're going to be having some brand new enemies. In this case, they're going to be having, okay, quadrillions of HP. That is literally nothing. Then over here in the center of the map, we have the brand new Summer Mount Shop and the Infinite Desert. So over here, in exchange for the new currency, which is going to be these like sun rock thingies, you can buy the new mounts. All of them are, in this case, are going to be exclusive. You know, some of them are going to be ground, some of them are going to be like I believe this is ground as well. This is flying, and then maybe this one will be a hybrid. I'm pretty sure this is a hybrid because these look like mount ones, and this looks like a hybrid, you know, for the sea as well. But yeah, the big question is, how exactly do you get those like sun rock thingies? Well, I'm pretty sure, yeah, you just get it from taking out enemies. Like, all you really need to do is just AFK over here. Maybe you could go ahead, get max range, relatively simple. Then from there, all you really have to do is just AFK till you get enough. But what about the Infinite Desert over here? What exactly does this have to offer? Well, we have dust, the sun shards, rare dust, 2 new relics. In this case, one's going to be increasing shadow level, and Arise luck for the second one, and then the brand new Summer Monarch. Now, I'm pretty sure this has the chance to be M rank, but I might be wrong, meaning that probably this is going to be the best place in order to get the best new guy in the game. Now, we might as well jump into it because I'm pretty curious to see if we're able to grind through this. So let's see, is SMG going to be strong enough, or is he going to be really, really weak? Okay, we have a portal over here, which I'm pretty sure we're supposed to defend, but, you know, I might be wrong. And then I guess around this map, this is where the enemies are going to spawn in. So let's quickly put on my auto clicker. Let's make sure that I quickly pop on all of my good shadow level stuff. Okay, we have the correct weapon. And then I guess this is how it's going to work. The enemies are just going to be going to like the middle, and then they're gonna run towards the portal. Okay, that's not too bad. Like, literally starting off, they have how much HP? Like 3 billion? Yeah, 9 billion. That is literally nothing. Like, probably if you guys are like maybe even S rank, even though S rank is like barely anyone has it anymore, you guys should be able to at least complete these first few waves really easily. And I mean, just have a look at all the loot we're getting. Yeah, we might as well go ahead and immediately pop back on my looting stuff. This is my looting sword. Maybe I can go ahead and put on my drop chance stuff. Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, I really don't need the extra shadow levels at the moment. Then from there, if I really wanted to optimize, I guess, this grinding, I could technically increase shadow agility. Yeah, probably shadow agility is probably going to be the meta for this game mode. And maybe shadow reach as well. But then again, I mean, since all the enemies come to like one singular part, I wouldn't say it's necessarily, you know, needed. But yeah, I guess since the majority of this game mode is probably just going to be AFKing, I can understand why some people might actually say the meta wouldn't be to put on drop chance, but rather to put on rank up stuff. Because keep in mind, by the way, the drop chance of the Shadow Monarch is going to be 1%, meaning that if you were to go to your relics and maybe put on like something rank up related, or maybe Arise luck. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if exactly the Shadow Monarch, is he going to be like an enemy which you can arise, or is he just going to be like a drop? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, feel free to let me know down in the comments, because honestly, I'm kind of too lazy to wait here and try and get it, because for all I know, I'll end up AFKing and missing it. So yeah, let me know. Does he spawn as an enemy and then you need to arise him, or is he just like a, you know, one of the drops that pops up over here on your screen? Yeah, feel free to let me know down in the comments. I'll heart your comments, maybe say hi, thank you, whatnot. Yeah, if you guys want some recognition down in the comments, then feel free to write down there. But yeah, since this is relatively all the Infinite game mode has to offer, we might as well check out some of the other stuff in the update. So let's have a look. Oh yeah, there's a brand new island that we can check out. Wait, hold on a minute. Let's just quickly lose this. Okay, never mind. We're not going to lose it. Okay, now we're out of the game mode. All you have to do is just press like a leave button up here. But yeah, let's quickly head on over to this brand new island and let's see what exactly it has to offer. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to buy anything because I have been slacking a little bit on the grinding. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm able to like one-shot buy everything. Let's see. So the best sword in the shop right now costs 63 Septilian, which, having a look right now, yes, I do have enough. So if we go ahead and quickly buy one of these bad boys and have a look at the stats, it is going to be, let's see, a base of 5.82 Sextillion. Not gonna lie, for an E rank legendary sword, that's actually really amazing. Yeah, 5.82 sextillion. If we were to do the maths right, I'm pretty sure it's like a 2x multiplier every single time it goes up like a rank. So it would be, for example, D rank, C rank, B rank, A rank, S rank, SS rank, and then there's also the new G rank swords from like 2 updates ago, meaning that is going to be 2 to the power of 7, which if I go ahead and quickly do it in my mind, so 10 sextillion, 20 sextillion, 40 sextillion, 80 sextillion, 160 sextillion, 320 sextillion, 640. Yeah, it would be around 640 sextillion at around base, give or take a few hundred sextillion. And then I mean, if you were to put on like, for example, sharpness 8, shadow aspect and whatnot, yeah, the damage on the sword should look pretty nice. Keep in mind, by the way, this isn't the best sword in the game. The new best sword is probably going to be from, you know, the dungeon of this world. But do keep in mind, it's not going to be like that much better. Like, it's not a mythical sword. I'm going to assume it's probably going to be at max 50% better, meaning if let's say the base is 640 sextillion, then the sword from the dungeon is going to be like around 960, something like that. But yeah, what about the brutes of this world? How OP are the brutes in this world? Well, they are going to be having a few Septilian HP, which if I go ahead and quickly pop on all of my shadow level stuff, and let's as well pop on the good title as well, yes, now we are going to be doing around 15 Septilian, which, yes, I know that is very, very weak, but I mean, hey, in order to take out this only King Brute, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, I'm really slacking in this game. I really need to, you know, go ahead and lock in, and I think I might go ahead and do that sometime over the coming week. Maybe I'll do like a live stream, you know, grinding for like N+ rank units and whatnot, because honestly I really do need that extra help. But yeah, to end off this update, what else is there important to mention? There's a brand new key. Do keep that in mind. That's probably the N rank, what do you call him, the dad? Yeah, you know Sung Jinwoo's dad? Yeah, this guy over here. He's probably not going to be the best N rank anymore, or close to being the best N rank, since, as I already mentioned, there is a brand new key craft. Like, literally, you could head on over here, scroll to the very where is it? Okay, the hurricane key. Once again, the crafting price, relatively simple. You just need a few hurricane runes, common keys, common dust, and yeah, you'll be able to make this bad boy and be able to jump into okay, I can't really show the stats of this bad boy, unfortunately, but I am going to assume that is probably going to be relatively similar to the hunter keys. So let me just quickly go ahead and showcase those stats. So here it is. This is the drop chance of the dad monarch. He can rank up to N, has a base of G rank, and yeah, I'm going to assume that the guy of the hunter, the hurricane place, is going to be the same stats, obviously slightly stronger, and of course he'll have a maximum of probably like N rank or N+ rank, something along those lines. So yeah, if you guys do want to get some of the new best units in the game, then yeah, make sure you get the hurricane key. I know, would you look at that? Seems like we got stuck outside of the world. Let's go. Alright, then I guess we might as well mention some of the last few stuff that we do want to mention. Number 1, do keep in mind there are 2 other brand new units in this game, the Summer Zero and as well the Summer Vermilion. Now, how you get these, I am pretty sure they can spawn as a world boss in each world. For example, I believe Summer Zero spawns in C1 and then Summer Vermilion spawns in C2, but I might be wrong. Feel free to correct me down in the comments, but yeah, they're basically world bosses, nothing too special about them. However, I am going to assume that they're probably going to be ridiculously broken. Like, literally, I wouldn't be surprised if they're on par with this Vegeta or maybe Snow's Dad Monarch. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to assume that they're probably going to be one of the strongest ones in the game. So yeah, make sure you're active, grinding, yada yada, because I mean, it's probably going to be like 3 ways to just get even more broken in this update. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much wraps up the update. I mean, all that's really left to showcase is just kind of the simple stat stuff that I already showcased before, like, you know, the maximum rooms being changed, N rank dungeons, G rank dungeons. They're relatively straightforward. As I mentioned before, worst case scenario, I'll go ahead showcase them live on stream sometime in the near future. Could be today, could be tomorrow, could be in a week's time. I'm not entirely sure, but do know when I do go ahead and live stream, it will definitely be something that I'll make sure to, you know, showcase, point out maybe some important stuff. Hey, maybe even in the G rank and N rank dungeons, you could get N rank and G rank relics. Not gonna lie, that would be absolutely crazy. But anyways, apart from that though, my name's SMG. Thank you guys so much for watching and have an amazing rest of your day. Peace out, everybody.